Hello, I have a reading today regarding what spring is bringing forth for you as far as blessings and good energy. We are, the spring equinox is actually tomorrow. I'm filming this the day before, so on March 20th, I almost said 30th, that's interesting. March 20th, 2023, and it is a Monday. And then right after, we also have a new moon in Aries. There's a lot of good energy around for this week in general. It's just, it's a beautiful, there's just beautiful energy all around. March, I'm sure you've had encounters with a lot of videos or people mentioning or posts about how significant March is this year. There's so much going on. Not that, you know, there's always a spring equinox and Aries season in March, because it marks the astrological new year. However, there's just so much movement planetary wise. It's just, this month is, it's it's uh, it's intense. All right, so yeah, spring equinox. Let's see what the spring is bringing for you as far as blessings and good energy. And yeah, let's dive right in. I have to say that it's a good opportunity right now to kind of set new goals or kind of whatever you want to kind of bring forth in your life, anything that you want to dive into as far as a new project or approaching something that you've already done but in a new way. There's a newness, there's a rebirth all around, if you will. And I think Aries, the Aries new moon is kind of helping propel that. And Aries season in general, it's very fiery and it's very passionate and it's very much a movement forward. There's no hesitation. You set your sights on something and you go for it. This is the kind of energy that wants to come in. I picked three queens from this deck, which is the illuminated tarot, just because they scream spring at me, if you will, right? So the first option is the Queen of Wands, the second one is the Queen of Cups, and then the third one is the Queen of Pentacles, which is also in this deck the Empress. And you can see just how much Empress vibes this gives. But overall, in general, I also picked the queens because, you know, women are like a portal into this world. We birth things into being, if you will. We're bringing souls over. We This is the energy of this season right now. It's very much it's a feminine, powerful energy, and you don't have to be a feminine. You don't have to be a divine feminine to tap into this energy. This is what's being offered for everybody, actually. So, and interesting enough, Aries, the Aries card in tarot is actually the Emperor, and that's actually the divine masculine. So I just made that connection right now. So it's very interesting. There's like a mingling. There's a it almost wants to be like a balance, and it makes sense. Spring is all about bringing things forward, and it's it's a co-creation. You cannot have this rebirth or this beautiful energy all around things growing and all of that without having, for example, the sun shine upon everything to bring life to it. Just have Mother Earth is trying to bring things to life. The sun is helping her. We also have the elements, if you will. I don't know where I'm going with that, but all right, I'm gonna stop with the intro. Let's head into the readings because I'm very excited to see what's going on here. I'm going to start with pile one. You could look in the description for any other pile if you want to pick something else, and you can pick based again on the cards, or you could pick based on the numbers or on the timestamps. That sometimes helps. But yeah, I'm gonna start with pile one. Alrighty, pile one. So if you picked the Queen of, I almost said Queen of Cups, my goodness. The Queen of Wands, this is going to be your reading. Pile one, are you into sunflowers? It might seem that way, right? You could also be a Leo for some reason. Cats could be significant for you. I'm literally going from what I see here, but I feel like I have to mention it. Um, and some of you were ringing your middle finger. That's interesting too. That I'm even noticing that. Um, yeah, all right, Pawan, let's see what blessings are coming your way. So here I have tarot. Let me pull out the tarot so I can separate it. So I have some tarot cards, and then I'm gonna use also the these oracle cards, okay? Then at the end, I'm going to pull one of the unicorn cards just to see what the overall advice will be for you guys, okay? So let's see what the springtime is bringing you. What blessings are coming your way here. The Three of Wands, more wand energy. See, there's like a sunrise, there's like a co-creation thing. Interesting that I even mentioned that in the beginning, in the intro. There's a co-creation happening here. You have all the tools you need. This card is giving me magician vibes just because of all the tools there, and kind of the last thing that you need is, it's almost like yourself. You have to put yourself in the equation. The blessing for you here could also be something relating to having everything that you need. The last step is for you to almost like not just realize it, but realize that you have everything that you need, but also bring in your energy, because you see how she's like overgrown. There's an overgrowth of like sunflowers, really good energy, really pure intentions as well. Kind of just like everything you touch turns to gold. It doesn't have to be necessarily literal gold, but it's gold in the sense of everything you touch grows, and it's almost like it's part of you. It grows because of your good energy as well. But also you have the tools to make things with this energy that you hold as well. Okay, Four of Swords. So maybe there's an ending to, yeah, that makes sense. There's an ending to some kind of tough cycle. You've learned some kind of lesson. That will make sense too. That spring is bringing upon you, it's like a new dawn for you. It's a new beginning, if you will. Yeah, look at that. Wow. A completion for sure. I'm sorry, Pawan. My phone just stopped recording out of nowhere for some reason. That was really strange. All right. So, yeah, you went into like a hibernation. There was a time for you to heal your heart, it seems. Even how it's depicted here, I was saying that she looks like she's just like in a little ball, in her little bubble, trying to heal, trying to mend something here. You're mending your heart. You're doing, okay, with this rune here that's depicted. I'm not sure of the name, but I do know the meaning is it's about ancestral lineage. So maybe you were doing a lot of ancestral work. You were doing a lot of healing in your ancestral line, if you will. It's almost like your ancestors are blessing you now, because you actually have completed a major cycle here. With the world, I cannot ignore that. Major cycle has been completed, and therefore it's like you're starting anew, if you will. Look at that. The Hermit goes right with this card. Makes sense. You finally have it's like you found your calling. You found like your true north here with the star that's behind him. I love this Hermit card. This is, I think, one of my favorite cards from this deck. This is the Tarot of Oppositions. In love with this card, quite frankly. Maybe some of you are Virgos. That's interesting. It's a little random that will come up right now, but yeah, look at that. So yeah, new beginnings with the wands again. So it's almost like this is telling me one story over here. These three are like what you've been doing, and you've been going within, and also like you've been on a path of discovery, maybe of self, maybe of like in order to heal things, you've had to discover where the wounds were in the first place, and then you brought light to them. And by bringing light to them, you brought a lot of healing because you went through a lot of processes, and you've done this over and over and over again. It hasn't just been once. And now the energy is the ones. There's the passion, a new beginning, definitely a new beginning. Pages are children. It's again, it's like you wipe the slate clean or something like that. But it's not just, it hasn't been done for you. You've done the work to get there. The fact that even the hermit is like holding, right, a staff, and the page is holding a wand, a staff, if you will. It's like you go, you know what? Some of you could be Capricorns as well. They just finished your Saturn return. Very interesting. Or you could be Aquariuses that just finished your Saturn return. But Capricorn is ringing a bell to me because Capricorn's almost aged backwards. Like I'm a heavy Capricorn in my chart. So Capricorns almost start their life off as adults, and then eventually you find your childlike persona or childlike energy and enjoy your life later on in life for some reason. Let me know if that resonates for you, especially if you have a lot of Capricorn placements. But it makes sense. It makes sense. It's almost like you had to go within. It's almost like reach ancestral lineage stuff, or family things are very significant here. Healing a lot of family wounds, if you will. And then here you are, ready to start a new, almost looks like the Fool to me as well, like starting a new cycle, the Fool's journey. In the world is the last one, the last card in the Fool's journey. But then, you know, an ending is just a new beginning, if you will. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. All right, let's put these over here. All right, let's see what your oracles have to say. Storm pit, spirit, chaos. Interesting. There's that, it's almost, that could be Thor, right? Because he's holding a lightning. But it's like a lightning, but at the same time, it almost looks like the staff that the hermit is. It's like you stepped away from the storm. This is what you've left behind. This is what you're leaving behind as well. This was this energy here. I almost wanted to say you've mastered the storm, but I don't know if that's even like a phrase, but that's what wanted to be said for some reason. There you go, deep knowing. So interesting. This is card 42 and this is 43, like consecutive numbers. That's very interesting, and it's two different decks. What are the odds of that? Wow. So this has led you to a deep knowing. Maybe it's also in springtime, you're going to get like extra confirmation of the journey that you've actually completed up to this point. You have this deep knowing, but now it's time for you to kind of have like solid proof, if you will. Wow. All right. Interesting lesson you've mastered here, Pawan. Blame. I accept the responsibility for my well-being. That's what the hermit does. You know, you go on your own discovery. It's not you alone. I feel like you haven't done this alone. If anything, you've done it connecting to your guides, to a lot of spiritual work that you've done here. However, it is a time, it has been a time for you to just hold the reins to your life. I feel like you're getting that fire again. You're choosing to go somewhere. You're choosing your own path. You have the tools for it. You have the energy backing you up. And it's almost like you're going to be on your way to success here. Wow, look at that. Dragon's Horde protecting the future. This could be because you're... Some of you, the fact that these are eggs and she's on a nest here, the fact that they even look the same, right? This could have been you in this energy here. You were really unlocking a lot of stuff, maybe working on a lot of spiritual gifts. And the tools that I'm talking about here is you mastering, you having a solid hold on your spiritual gifts to the point where now you can utilize them for not just your betterment, but for the betterment of maybe your community, your family as well. And I have to say, with the string here, the red string, the strings of fate, the threads of fate, if you will, this could be tied to a divine counterpart for you, for some of you. For others of you, this is fate in the sense of like lineage, things that have been passed down. Maybe dormant, you've been a dormant vessel for a while, or people in your family have been very dormant as far as them like tapping into their spiritual knowledge or spiritual journey in general. But now it's like you've unlocked something here, and it was a trial. You went to trial and tribulations for this, but you've mastered it. You have it available to you. And I think you're taking the opportunity, actually. It's almost like from the Three of Wands, the page, which is you, right? It was the hermit. You went from hermit to page because now you have the fourth wand to bring into this situation here. And again, it feels like the fourth wand. The Four of Wands makes me think of stability in the sense of like there's a solid foundation. The fourth one is the one that you hold. It's you. It's your magic that you're bringing to the table here. You're bringing to complete this. Beautiful. All right, let's see what this one says. Yeah. Double mission. It says, light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you. Exactly. Yeah. Again, we started saying that you're the one who holds you. It's like you hold the key, the final thing to kind of bring all of this together, to solidify this foundation that you've been working on. And you're doing it. It's part of your mission in this lifetime, and maybe you've done it in a lot of lifetimes, but definitely in this one. And how you get there, how you get to this completing this purpose of yours, is by simply being you. But maybe that has taken a while for you to realize, and it has taken a while for you to even realize who you really are as well. So, but I think spring is changing this for you. All right, let's see what these have to say. Look at that. Things are coming to fruition for you. Rest assured, your dreams and visions will come to fruition. That even rhymes. My goodness, yeah. Wow, starseed again. All right. Maybe you guys really like astrology, or just looking up at the stars is very significant for you. You feel very connected to just like outer space, or just anything that has to do with I don't know, looking up at the world, looking up at the sky and just not fearing it, but like finding yourself that if you were out there among the stars, you would feel at home, if you will. Starseed, raise the vibration of the planet through your radiant, loving light. Again, it's a time for you to be yourself. You have a radiant, glowing light here, without a doubt. Without a doubt. The Queen of Wands also, she's very spiritual, very tapped in. And the energy that she carries, the intuitiveness and the the spiritual gifts that she carries, they also stem from a place of being a passionate person. I think the passions, wherever you put your passions, everything just manifests beautifully. They grow, they become what they need to, and you become who you need to be as well. When you set, you set your sights on something and you feel so drawn to it and you like it, you dive in and things just happen. It could almost seem like magical to you, or maybe not to you, because you know that you go through cycles and you really dig deep to get to this point. But to others, it could seem like it's magic. But maybe you're meant to teach others what you've done here. And it's magic, but it's at the same time it's not. It's like self-discovery. Seems to be very significant for you, just because of the Hermit, quite frankly. But also this card is kind of like, I don't know, it's giving me that message today. Realization. The answer is here. Take heed. So yeah, you are getting the fact that this fell under deep knowing. Yeah, you are getting, maybe it's time for you to get like solid. Okay, again, very solid, in your face, cannot be disputed confirmation, signs and synchronicities that you are on the right path, that you have these things available to you, that you are it's almost like you're the missing link to just finalizing this foundation that you've been working on, so that then everything kind of just springs from that. Like it literally just grows after you kind of tap into that, or there's a final thing that you need to do here or something. I feel like you would know what it is. Like you know what I'm talking about, or you know kind of like what I'm referring to. You're intuitive, without a doubt. Adaptation, change will be better than you think. Okay. Yeah, well, there is a change, whether I think there's no stopping it, because you've completed cycles. So the change is coming either way, right? Again, this could even mean, like, for example, you cannot stop spring from coming. Spring is coming either way. You're just going to have to adapt, if you will. But then again, you're very adaptable. It's almost like you might think that you are at the precipice of something, but you don't even know how you're going to accomplish it. Springtime is the blessing coming here. It's also with this, it makes me think of like fast. The chaos thing is making me think of the tower, but it's not a bad tower. It's almost like it's the last push that you needed. And it's not in a bad way. It's not going to make you feel like, it's not chaotic in a bad way. It's chaotic in the sense of fast movement. Again, it's almost like that last moment, like the last thing that you need to do to set this foundation for yourself, or for what you're trying to accomplish. And then everything else just moves in. It's almost like it's waiting. It's at the floodgate, if you will. And you just need to, it's the final, I just heard the final countdown. It's the final countdown. All right, let's see what your advice is here. Yeah, look at that. Receive. Be open to receiving goodness. Believe you are worthy of abundance. A gift is coming to you soon. So springtime is bringing you a gift. But guess what? Part of a gift actually coming your way is learning to receive. Learning to receive can be it can be a hard lesson to learn, actually. Especially if your nature is to give to others, to kind of make sure everybody is okay, be very empathetic. It's time to dig into these, not dig, but what is it? Step into your Empress energy. Again, that spring, that powerful divine feminine energy. and learn to receive. Not learn, practice it. I think you've learned it, but maybe it's been in short little bursts of things, right? Now it's time to there's a big thing coming your way, Pawan. Without a doubt, again, that missing link. It's almost like the gift could be, the gift itself is you allowing yourself to receive. That's the first one. It's almost like that's going to be a big accomplishment for you. Stepping into that energy of allowing yourself to receive, believe that you deserve good things. That in itself is the gift, but there's also a literal gift. Something, and again, it's something tangible. It is not, it does not feel like it's energetic or anything like that. It feels like it's a tangible thing that's coming your way. Yeah, she's even holding something here. Again, the tools are, solid things that you can hold on to. They're not, energetic or spiritual in the ethers, or if you will. They're a solid thing. It's a solid thing. All right. Beautiful. And then I have to show you the bottom of the deck. Trust. Leap into the unknown, have faith and move forward. Believe you would fly. It's actually, you have to believe in yourself. It's almost like, not that you don't believe in yourself, because I think you don't get to this point without having a lot of faith in yourself. But it's exercising it's almost like stepping into the lessons you've learned. Like, actually, you've learned that lesson of believing in yourself, of trusting in the divine. You've learned the lesson of learning to receive, and you know how pivotal it is in the spiritual growth, in your spiritual path and spiritual growth, to step into the energy of, again, allowing things and blessings to come your way. Well, it's time for you to put your money where your mouth is, if you will. Like, actually step into that energy, embody that energy again, and you'll see how beautiful things just seem to, again, it's going to seem like magic, but it's not. You've worked for this, and therefore you deserve it. Even if you haven't worked for it, you deserve it, if this is a gift that's trying to come in for you. Thank you so much, Padawan, for letting me read for you, for letting me tap into your energy, which is very good energy, very nice and very strong, supportive energy that you have all around you, and it's almost like that's what you give others, and so therefore you deserve it as well. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really hope that this brought you some confirmation, or at least a little bit of hope, or a little bit of inner knowing, or helped you trust yourself a little bit more, that you were on the right track. And I'll see you in the next reading. Hello, Pal 2. So if you picked the Queen of Cups, this is going to be your reading. I feel like some of you are definitely redheads. Could be natural or not. You probably really dig this look that she has here for some reason. I keep looking at this. I think some of you could have that as a tattoo as well. That's very interesting. You just have really, you're like out of this world. Your energy is a little bit, it's almost alien-like for some reason. And also you're very, very grounded and very emotionally intelligent. I have to give you props for that. I don't think this is, it could be an energy or, a way of being that you were born with, but it's something I feel also that you've had to work at. It's part of your spiritual growth. It's part of the things you've kind of had to work on to 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 get here, to get to that good energy, you've had to work for that. And maybe not, you might have thought it's not work per se, but it has been lessons that you've learned. I don't know, I feel like you should appreciate how far you've come, okay? For some of you, you need to hear that. All right, so I'm going to start with your tarot cards, and then these are oracle cards, and we'll see what your message is here, but let's see what blessings spring is bringing forth for you. About to. All right. So this is the Five of Wands, and in this deck, this is also the Devil card. It seems there is an internal struggle here for you that has to do with a choice. Now I'm wondering if that's the change that's coming for you. There's an opportunity for you to end the internal struggle regarding a choice that you need to make. Okay, the Knight of Wands. I like the fire energy because we're stepping into Aries season, and that's a fire sign. So, and the Seven of, there's that work that you've put in. The Seven of Pentacles. Okay. The Four of Pentacles. Interesting. There it is. Yeah, and the Two of Swords. This card makes me think of this card. Literally, it's all in your head, I think. It's a lot of mental confusion between a choice that you know, two choices that you have at hand here. And I think no, I'm seeing that the way to get out of this energy is for you, first of all, to again appreciate how far you've come up to this point. Okay, I think you already kind of do that, because this Four of Pentacles card, this is the tarot position, so there's two, right? Usually the Four of Pentacles is actually this energy here, where you know you're very dissatisfied with what you have. You feel like you don't have enough. However, in this deck, upright, the Four of Pentacles is almost like he's okay and content with the Four of Pentacles that he does have. It's okay. You feel like you appreciate yourself for what you have, even if to others it doesn't seem like much. But I think you struggle. You struggle between accepting that it is okay to not have as much as people think that you should, or to not live up to the expectations of others, but you're happy with your choices and what you do have. And you struggle with this, with thinking that you have to do more, that you're not doing enough. I feel like this is what you struggle with between these two things. And the divine is saying here, your spirit guides are saying, you should follow your passion. Do things that make you feel good, because everything else will resolve itself. The fact that the only card here that's looking straight at me is this one, which is you, your energy. It's beautiful because the eyes are closed, the eyes are closed. This is looking away, looking down. It's almost like it's symbolic in a sense. It's like focus on what makes you feel good. Maybe sometimes because you feel like you value different things that other people do. Again, you're giving me Aquarius vibes, actually. Again, you're giving me very much not worry about the earthly things. You have maybe also Piscean energy because of the cup, but it's almost like it's not yet that you're like in your own world and you daydream, but at the same time you follow, you know, you, quite literally, you dance to the beat of your own drum. Again, but the divine wants you to do that. That is how you almost like break the shackles here, stop the excessive like overthinking, internal struggle, again, thinking that you don't have a choice, but at the same time you do. Actually, the divine is saying here, you could pick whatever you want, quite frankly. If anything, maybe spring season is bringing for you more choices, but they don't want you to see them as things that are tying you down, but as an opportunity for you to actually follow what you want to do. What do you feel passionate about? Follow that, okay? I think your eyes are wide open. You have a really good grasp on maybe not everything going on around you, because it could be confusing at this moment for some of you, but you definitely have a grasp on who you are and what you value in your life. And the divine is saying, follow that and pay everything else no mind. It's not for you to worry about. Everything else will fall into place, but you should follow the passionate things that you want to do. Because whether, at the end of the day, if you follow the passionate things that you want to do, whether you are at the Four of Pentacles or at the Seven of Pentacles or at the Ten of Pentacles or whatever pentacle it is, at least you'll be happy because you're following the choices that you want to follow. You're choosing what you want to do. Again, it's beautiful to see this Four of Pentacles card where this person is content. They really do not seem bothered by this. Birds could be messengers for you. Pay attention to birds, especially now in spring, obviously, but pay attention to birds kind of being in your path or seeing them in person, or it could be like, on social media and stuff like that, but definitely birds could be very significant for you. All right. Let's see what your oracle cards have to say here. See if the message develops a bit, because this was kind of me kind of giving you advice here regarding the energy that you're feeling. But let's see what blessings are coming your way. Look at that. Wow. Bear spirit, healing. Another four. Four are about foundations here. Very interesting. Yeah, but you've done a lot of healing, I feel like. You definitely have. You have a lot of animals. Animals are significant for you. The bear, the bird, I don't know. The horse back here too. I was looking at it before, but I didn't even mention it because I was very much focused on giving you the message of like follow your passionate things. But maybe you're very attached to animals, very connected to the animal, to animals' energies, or animals are drawn to you. Maybe you have a healing energy about you. That would make sense too. If you have like a healing energy, it makes sense with the Queen of Cups as well, actually. You might be very emotional, but your strength is in your emotions, okay? I don't want you to think that it's, you might see your emotions as like a double-edged sword, or no, it's actually a superpower of yours. Be emotional, be passionate about things. Trust your gut and your intuition as well, especially when you're making these choices. There's a choice ahead, but don't see it as anything bad. It's not bad. It's not that you see it as bad. It's like you might think that having to choose between these two things is, it's like, again, that in itself could be a double-edged sword for you. But regardless of what you pick, I think if you again you go for something that you're passionate about, you're going to be okay. Wow, look at that. Yang energy. Masculine, divine masculine energy. The fact that it's card number one, it's like a brand new thing coming in. I like that. There's nothing to fear, Pal 2. Okay. If anything, the devil here is, I think, very significant of you addressing the struggle that's happening, it's internal, and you have the power, you possess the emotional knowledge and the knowledge of self to kind of conquer the overthinking or the confusion and the internal struggle, if you will. The shadow self, the ego, could be as well pulling you in a certain direction that you don't want to go in. Again, I think how you step into what you're meant to do is by following what you feel passionate about. Wow, self-esteem. Okay. I possess the gift of the soul that benefit me and others. So springtime is definitely bringing a very significant lesson for you here. I think believing in yourself. I think I started the reading saying that you needed to kind of realize just how, I don't know, you just have a lot of goodness about you. Wow. Horseman, horses again. Herald of change. Wow. That is powerful. That is powerful. And you see how this, how it's being depicted here is, it's almost like a fire within, and then it just explodes outwardly. I feel like that's you. That's you with that passionate thing that you want to pursue. It's like you have the vehicle for it. You are on the right track. Spring is going to show you that there's nothing holding you back, okay? Maybe the only last little thing that you're going to conquer in springtime right now is that self-esteem, believing in yourself and shutting down that internal struggle, maybe that inner critic. That's going away. Like you're definitely going to, it's not that you have to conquer it or kill the ego or anything like that. No, it's almost like you tap into your wealth of knowing yourself, and your your emotional intelligence leads you to accept all parts of you, and then therefore your self-esteem is, it's almost like it's what's like coming from you. It's like it becomes you. This good energy is just, there's a lot of like fire and explosion kind of thing here for you. Wow, look at that. The golden children. Look at that. The sun, again, an explosion. There's like, I don't know, like a fiery thing happening here with you. So the golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. Okay. That could be it too, that you're tapping into some rare gifts that you have here. And it could be a little bit scary, or it could be a little bit of, again, that imposter syndrome or that inner critic of, no, you can't do that, or no, you know, that's, I don't know, I'm hearing like, you can't do that, that's not who you are. But if you're changing, you're changing. You know, if you're following something that you want to do, you should do that. It doesn't matter what definition of self you had before or what other people perceived you as, even. Like, what matters is what you think, what you feel, and what you want to pursue and what you want to accomplish. Springtime is bringing you some clarity as well. Definitely clarity. I think also like a third eye activation for some reason, just because of everybody's eyes being closed. But this one, this card, the eyes are so intense. It's like you almost are going to like see things for what they are. Oh my God, see and look at the card. Observation. Expand your consciousness by observing the divine matrix of life. It's almost like, yeah, you're tapping into, I don't know, you're tapping into like a deep knowing, but it's you might be a seer, you might be interesting, you might be even prophetic in some sense. You might have prophetic dreams, burp confirmation. For some of you, that is significant. Some of you could have prophetic dreams. Interesting. Look at that. Inner world. Your external world is a reflection of your inner world. I think that's why the divine is saying here to really believe in yourself with the self-esteem, follow that passionate things that you like, pay no mind to what what the outside. It's even like, yeah, you could live in your inner world in the sense of, yeah, the change that you want to bring upon this world or even your life. You start with yourself, right? The change that the herald, you're going to be the herald change for your own life first, but it comes from within you. So it's from your inner world, your whatever set your soul on fire in the best of ways, whatever lights you up from within, that's what you should be doing. That's what you should pursue. And it's almost like springtime is going to help you not to be confused anymore. You will not be confused. If anything, you're starting. It's like you're taking advantage of all the new beginning energy that's all around at this moment, and you're honing into that. You're holding it, and you're growing with it. Wow, bird of paradise, self-acceptance. So self-esteem and self-acceptance. You are so much more. Yeah. Even this flower, you see how it's like almost like an explosion as well. It's like very outwardly energy. Maybe you're meant to really express yourself here. Don't hold back anymore. Be as expressive as you like, as loud as you want. Express how happy you are and how much you've changed. And it doesn't matter if people don't, have a different idea of you. You are who you are now. You've grown. You've outgrown certain things. It's okay. It's okay to let yourself be seen as well. Okay. Insight. The answers are there for those who look. Very significant. You guys are gaining some kind of sight in some way. Maybe it's like, knowing yourself, like your inner, what is it? It's almost like you see yourself who you are, but it's also like you see the world for what it is, or you see something around you for what it is as well. Or people are going to see you for who you truly are. All right, let's see. What is your advice here from the unicorns? You got to trust your intuition here. Maybe that is the sight that again, I said third eye, but the sight you're gaining is one from within. It's your intuition, okay? That's the undeniable sight, your undeniable gift. It's tapping into yourself and trusting your gut feeling. And that is self-esteem and that is self-acceptance, because you really have to believe in yourself, okay? All right, so it says, listen to the whispers of your heart. Use divination tools to help you decide. Trust your intuition no matter what. That is significant there. So if you follow your intuition, even though to others around you, it could seem like, you're not heading towards the right things, or you don't seem like you are, what is the word? Like you are actually getting ahead in life or having any success, but you feel like you want to pursue something and you trust yourself that you can do it. That in itself is you having success, because the success that you're gaining, even though it's not outwardly, it's not monetary, if you will, it's not whatever it might be that you needed that people need for you to like have in order for them to consider you successful, that doesn't matter to you. Your success comes from within. If you trust your intuition, that tells you that you trust yourself. You believe in yourself. And that is a beautiful thing to accomplish. Not many people who even have monetary means, endless wealth, or businesses, or whatever it might be, what other people consider to be success, they themselves don't have that kind of, again, they could be lacking in self-esteem, self-acceptance, or trusting themselves truly. But you trust yourself. That is a gift, and that is a huge accomplishment. Maybe it's not something that other people can see yet, but you see it, and you seeing it is who matters at the end of the day. You believe in yourself. That is a rare gift, and that is a huge accomplishment, especially if you have struggled in the past, or still to this day you struggle with the inner critic, the imposter syndrome, the thinking you're not good enough, thinking that you have to live up to other people's expectations. You struggle with self-esteem, with accepting who you are, accepting yourself, loving yourself. If you believe in yourself and you really are tapping into your intuition, and therefore trusting who you are and what you feel like you should be doing, pursuing, whatever it might be, that is huge, Pautu. That is no easy, that is like no run-of-the-mill, thing you've accomplished here. That is huge. Some of us never get to that point in one lifetime. It takes us a couple, okay? So the fact that I feel like you're accomplishing this, that is beautiful. I want to show you the bottom of the deck. Courage. You are safe. Fear is an illusion. Stay strong. Set strong boundaries. That's the devil card here speaking to me. This is the answer to that. You are safe. Fear is an illusion. Okay? That internal struggle, that, lack thinking, or you being your worst critic, all of that is an illusion. Don't let it get to you, okay? Don't let it get to you. I feel like you are a warrior. You're fighting through it anyways. You're going to come out on the other side a better person for all of this. But regardless, trust. Trust your intuition. Well, this is a beautiful card. Maybe some of you are going to start using a pendulum. Some of you, because it says here, use divination tools to decide. Maybe some of you are going to be tapping into your intuition a little bit more by using, I don't know, maybe cards, tarot. It could be oracle. It could be runes. Again, it could be a pendulum for some of you as well. Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing this energy with me, and for sticking around to have me read for you today. I really hope that this helped you and brought you a little bit of clarity, confirmation, and definitely boosted your self-esteem and your self-worth, because you deserve it. You're a beautiful soul who deserves every good thing that is coming their way. And springtime is going to be very significant for you. You're going to feel very strong and very, very much at home with who you are. And I can't wait for you to experience that, because that is beautiful. Thank you so much for watching again, Pautu, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello, about 3. So if you picked the Queen of Diamonds, so the Queen of Pentacles, also the Empress in this deck, this is going to be your reading. I'm going to hold this card up for you so you can have a really good look at it, because I think it's definitely speaks to me about your energy. Okay, some of you definitely have a lot of tattoos, without a doubt. Like Some of you, some of this collectives, you guys have a lot of tattoos. Um, Also, a lot of you feel very much at home in nature. You feel very connected to Mother Earth, Gaia. You love flowers, you love plants. Maybe you have a lot of plants in your home as well, or just like in, maybe you tend to a garden. I feel like you you do everything from a place of love. Is what this card is telling me right now. Maybe your success, the success that's coming your way in springtime, it's almost like here to support your dreams, your aspirations, to kind of like show you that you are, again, you're supported because you do everything from a place of love, and you have a lot of compassion as well, a lot of empathy for others. Wow. All right. Let's see what's going on for you here. I'm going to do the tarot first, and then I'll do the oracles, okay? So let's see what springtime is bringing for you. So this is the Seven of Cups. I like this card for many reasons, but I feel like this card, it speaks about, like, you know, like kind of having a lot of dreams. Again, I started with dreams and aspirations, I think, but having a lot of dreams and aspirations, and maybe you've tried a lot of different things, but now there's one cup here that's upright. I don't know if you can see that. So every cup is flipped over except for one, and it's like you can't see what's in there, but what is in there is going to be a blessing. Okay, that's what it feels like for you. And the fact that it's a number 7 makes me think of the divine. So it's like it's a gift. It's an opportunity coming in from the divine for you. Another 7, interesting. 7 of Swords. The last full moon probably was very significant for you. You probably closed a cycle, major cycle, in the last full moon, and now there's some newness about your energy now. You've left something behind, it seems. And maybe in the past, you've gone back and forth. You know, you've gone back to whatever you've kind of like laid to rest. But now this time around, I don't think you're going back anymore. You really have, it's almost like you've taken everything you needed from that lesson already. You're done with it. Just because, I don't know, that's what I'm getting from that card today. That's really interesting. Okay, maybe the lesson here has been one about love for you. Again, I feel like these two cards are connected in the sense of the thing that you've gone back for is maybe with the 5 of Cups. Usually it's not like this. It's usually 3 cups and then 2 cups behind the person. But here it's just 1 cup behind her. So maybe you were saving, you know, there was some connection here. It does feel like it's tied to someone, okay? Some connection here you kept going back for, kind of like in that 7 swords energy, because you thought, you know, like it wasn't done. There wasn't a finalized thing there, or you thought there was still potential, and you didn't see potential with anybody else. But I think you're done with that too. Maybe that is what's kind of, you've tried many times to kind of revive this connection, but now it's time for a new thing to come into your life. Maybe it is stemming, it is coming again from, it definitely comes from the divine. It makes me think of the Ace of Cups, like, you know, literally the hand of God, right? Handing you this cup. But it could be an opportunity for some of you, or it could be a new connection for some of you as well. Maybe because you are finally embodying this Empress divine feminine energy. It's the moment where this cup is being offered to you now, and you're going to see it for what it is. And it's a meaningful thing. It's not a facade. It's not a possibility that then ended. It's not a confusion. It's not a sneakiness with the 7 of Swords. It's not a karmic thing. It's It's a good thing. It's a solid offer coming your way here. Wow. Okay. The Two of Cups. Again, definitely a solid offer coming your way. Wow. Coming. Yeah, look at that. He's like holding his heart. He's like, he really means it. Offering this cup. I feel like definitely someone's offering you something. It could be the fact that we have this here makes me think of health. And then the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Cups, oh my God, the Queen of Pentacles. Pentacles are about, you know, money, but it's also about health. So maybe there is this offer that's being presented to you here in springtime has to do with, I'm hearing right away, it's going to better your mental health. But for some of you, it could be, you know, health in other ways, other aspects of health, if you will. Definitely feels like there's a loving energy coming your way, and there's a lot of healing coming with that. There's healing attached, healing of the for your heart and your emotions, attached to that cup and that offer. Wow, the Ten of Cups. I cannot say that this is not about love, because it does very much feel that way. There's some kind of wish fulfillment here. Yeah, you go from the Two of Cups to the Ten of Cups. Maybe you're encountering you're finally aligning to a divine counterpart here for some of you. Your yin to your yang, I just heard. Wow. That is beautiful energy. That's there's a need for you to receive, and there's also a need for you to leave this in the past. Okay, the Seven of Swords and the Five of Cups, I feel like it's all of these cups all around, all of these past offers, you know, like things that could have been but didn't, you know, maybe a false start for some of you, a lot of sneakiness, things are not what they seem, you know, not everything that shines is gold, you know, things were trying to sprout and grow, but then again, it's almost like it never really truly manifested into something. And then there's this one opportunity, something that you haven't tried yet, or I don't know, something that has not been presented to you yet, and it's about to be. Part of the message for you here is to not see it through this lens. This is in the past, okay? This is what you should be focusing on. This is what spring is bringing to you. This, okay? This is what's coming. This offer, this beautiful, heartfelt offer, and this good energy. Wow, it's the Ten of Cups. I mean, doesn't get any more fulfilled as far as love and emotional well-being as this, the Ten of Cups. All right, let's see what your oracles have to say. My goodness, wow. Wow. Stag Spirit leadership. You know what this is telling me today? This card, I usually see it as, if I pull it in a reading, I think, you know, for the person that I'm reading for, they're a leader in some kind of way in their own right. For you, it's almost like, I feel like this is your spirit guides, the divine, leading you to this. Springtime is bringing you, it's almost like putting one of your spirit guides in the forefront of it all. And they're going to lead you to what honestly feels like a union with your divine counterpart, or a union with someone who's going to make you incredibly happy and fulfilled and loved and cherished. They're gonna, it's all the good things is what I'm seeing here. Okay. Why? I feel like a lot of you definitely could tap into your Akashic records often. Maybe you don't do it while you're meditating or, you know, consciously, but you do it like in your dream state. For some of you, it feels like maybe you've been trying to tap into not just the why of all of this. Maybe, you know, part of what's coming is kind of having the answer of the why things didn't work out in the past, but they're about to for some reason, right? So you might be asking yourself why, or you might be asking your guides why it hasn't happened up to this point. And again, I think the answers you need are coming as well. Like, you don't need to worry about that. Interesting. Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. My goodness. The fact that it's after why, right? So you replace fear, maybe also kind of fear around love. It could be for some of you. You replace it with knowledge and insight and awareness. And that's probably what springtime is bringing forth you for you. Your guides are bringing a lot of awareness and insight regarding the past and the things that didn't work out, the cycles that you were maybe stuck on. Maybe the fact this offer from this other person also leads you to having insight. It's almost like it comes hand in hand. It's like you get your answers at the same time that you get this offer. This person almost brings an end to a really tough cycle around love and opening up your heart. And they also bring a lot of answers for you. Things will click for you. All right. Wow, look at that. My goodness. Beloved, radical acceptance. That's the thing, like this love that's coming in for you. It's making you accept things maybe in the past that you couldn't get over, because you realize now that without that happening, you wouldn't be here at this moment in time with this person. Wow. Look at that heart. It's like on fire. There's so much passion here. This is such a strong energy. Wow. You deserve this. Pile 3. I don't want you to be in denial about that, or, you know, think that this, you know, like I feel some of you are saying, I don't know if this is even my story, or this is even what's happening for me. It sounds too good to be true. No, it is not too good to be true. It is good enough for you. You deserve it. Okay. Yeah. You have a lot of, you're going to have a lot of epiphanies. I feel like you're going to have there's a lot of downloads happening here for you. There's a lot of, what is it? Like answers are coming. You've been asking why a lot. You're about to get those answers. All right, Star Family. You're part of a team of souls. Call and support. Definitely, their support is here if you need it. I feel like there's one major spirit guide here really trying to get your attention. Maybe doing what they're trying to do, what I was just doing, where it was hyping you up in the sense of like, you deserve this. Please don't second guess yourself. Don't second guess that, you know, good energy is coming your way. You're meant to an offer of love and a happy ending. It's something that you deserve. Don't second guess yourself about that. One of your guys definitely is trying to get that to you. It's trying to get that message to you. Radical acceptance of love is needed here. Pile 3. Stillness. Reflect on this moment with love, kindness, and compassion. See, the thing is, I feel like you do this. You do this even with the past situations that did not work out, which is again why you deserve this beautiful energy to come into your life. You deserve this beautiful offer, this beautiful soul kinship to come into your life, and you into theirs. This is not just a one-way thing. They deserve you and you deserve them. You know, you are a beautiful soul. You have so much to offer, and you love in such a deep way. You do everything from a place of love, and this other person's going to see you just as a rare gift as they are to you. meditation. Okay, so some of you could be starting a meditative practice, or you're being called to. Maybe this is what this guide is telling you to. Take a moment to connect to source, to quiet, reflective meditation. Excuse me. Maybe this is how you bring in that star family, that those supports, and it's kind of like, the answers that you're seeking, they come through when you're in a meditative state, maybe in your dream state as well. Gardenia, awareness again. Wake up, roll the clouds away, and look. Wow. See, the thing is, this is what's happening for you in spring, because you're stepping away from this confusion and I don't know, the back and forth energy here. Love it. Period Lily, strength. More effort will get you what you want. You're on the right track. You're doing the right things, without a doubt. And springtime is just going to like help you a little bit more, give you a little bit of extra magic, a little bit of extra push. But you're headed in the right direction. Again, your heart is in the right place about this. And it's undeniable that this is coming in for you. You have family, you have your spirit guides, you have a beloved coming your way. After maybe a very tough cycle, especially around trusting and loving and opening up your heart to others, that has, kind of like not, it's almost like you haven't been receiving the love that you deserve from the people that you've actually been putting your love into. But, you love them nonetheless. So then it's time for you to receive what you give to others, if you will. All right, so let's see what your advice is here. About 3. Oh, okay. So this flew out. I'm not sure if I'm going to take it. I might put it back. Patience. Pause before you take action. Trust that divine timing is at work. Be patient and play while you wait. That's a good side message there. I'm going to keep shuffling because it doesn't feel like it's the card. That's a good message too. Divine timing is at play is the main thing that I gathered from that. That's part of your answers. The why could be, divine timing. And I know we don't like to hear that a lot because it's like, okay, but, divine timing. Look at that. Freedom. Live wild and free. Choose your freedom. Claim your independence. Springtime is bringing you freedom from this tough cycle that you've been on. You're getting really good energy coming in for you, helping you. I don't know, it's just everything around you is going to encourage you instead of confuse you or hurt you. All right, look at the bottom of the deck. Friendship. Seek out soul family, star family, soul family. Surround yourself with positive people. Spend more time socializing. Maybe it's time for you to get out of your shell, and that's how you meet soul family, and that's how you meet this person who's going to offer this beautiful cup of love. Maybe it starts as a friendship, but that's a great way to start. That's a good foundation for any relationship. Friendship. All right. Thank you so much, Pal 3, for letting me read for you and for sharing with me your good energy here. I really hope that this brought you confirmation. It helped you in some way as well. And I'll see you in the next reading. I hope you have an amazing springtime.